Daffney said that during all this, pretty much right away, she was going to WCW Power Plant on her off time, just learning everything she could. It was Shane Helms that taught her how to lock up. Crowbar was teaching her all types of stuff, and obviously the Power Plant trainers. Crowbar would even fight to get her spots and bumps in the matches, so Daffney is clearly interested in the business, or at least being good at it. She had an athletic background, I think playing soccer. Throw in the acting experience. She's young. She's attractive. It's not a bad little mirepoix for a pro wrestler.
And you just mentioned it very quickly. Yeah, Shane Helms had been friends with Daffney for years. They were close friends and kept together for a very long time. And Shane was always pushing for her and helping her out and always had more than enough time to teach her something. And Shane, being a tremendous teacher, was able to teach her a multitude of different things. And of course, if you're smart and you're seeing what's going on the other wrestling promotion, like Lita is one of the biggest things going, and she's in this mix of like a male tag team. And Lita's very much like this kind of like punk alternative girl, not your typical like, pretty girl that most girls might be turned off by. And WCW has kind of an equivalent of that in Daffney, in that like here's this girl, she's more of a goth. She's not so much of a punk or a rocker or alternative, but she's emo, so she's appealing to a particular demographic, but at like a very small market that's not being serviced in this world of wrestling. And Lita would be used in moonsaults and hurricanranas and whatever they could. So it was kind of like a situation like, well, we have this girl. She appeals to this audience. If we can get her to do a spot or two, it's going to make our matches better. It's going to draw more attention for us. It's going to put us in high-profile situations because now the females are paying attention to us because Daffney's out and she's doing her thing, and women are like, yeah, I like that girl. And then like dudes that like goth chicks like, yeah, that girl's hot because she can do her hurricane off the top. Whatever it is, it brings attention in that late 90s, early 2000s. If you're not paying attention to what's going on with Team Extreme, the Hardy Boys and Lita, and how much of a force that is, you'd be stupid. And if you had an opportunity to capitalize it in any type of way or do your own WCW version of it, you got to go for it. So, and they had it right there, and they were very close to it. And I don't even know if WCW understood what they had with Crowbar, David Flair, and Daffney, like this kind of like outcast kind of thing. Could have been pushed in a very similar way. But I mean, I've listened to like, Eric Bischoff on podcasts saying like, I don't get what the appeal is of Daffney. I don't understand it. And it's just like, dude, like some guys like goth chicks, some girls like emo girls, and females that are of that want to see those girls. Like that's not an everything attractor. There are different things that attract people to different people, and seeing the appeal of Lita, just saying, oh, she's a beautiful girl and that's why people like her. Like, no, they liked her because she like had tattoos and shit, and she was cool, and she didn't conform, and a rebellious spirit. That's what made Lita so special. So another example of just something that WCW had, they didn't even realize the gold mine they had.
I don't know if racist is the right word, but emos
is.
and goths are completely different people, Jake.
I know.